It's Memorial Day weekend and a cold front has blown in, so I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm hiking into what's designated as a wilderness area in West Virginia. So there really aren't any maintained trails. The trails are not marked. I've probably only gotten about, I don't know, 500 yards from the truck, and it's taken me like a half an hour to beat a path. And I've had to cross a creek already once. It's gonna be a slow walk in tonight. It's already like 4 p.m. and I was hoping to cover like 2 to 3 miles tonight, set up camp and then fish the next 2 days, but we'll see how far I get. I am making slow progress. This is supposedly the trail. Looks like it washed away a long time ago. People are just making the most out of it. This would be hard enough without 40-some pounds on your back. Not too bad. All right, look at this. Found a proper trail. I don't know, it comes and goes. And I'm not sure why it looks so good here and so terrible elsewhere. I don't think I'm getting off trail. Look how big this creek is. It's beautiful. I had no idea. And look at this bottom. It's all fern. This whole bottom is fern. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I can see light ahead, so I think it opens up. I'm gonna try to get into that area and maybe find a place to camp. This cold front is just a little colder than I expected. I'm not sure I have enough clothes, but I'm sure I can manage. If I have to, I'll wear my wading pants, which stay tuned for those, because that'll be my new solution, I think, for wading. All right, just maybe a half mile or a mile more and I'll be there. All right, I've gotten to where I'm going to start looking for a campsite. I'm at least 2 miles in. The trail just disappears. There's these little meadows here in the bottom, and the trail just disappears. I mean, there's no, you can't tell where anyone walks, but looks like people have put up barns. I think those things are probably legal, but I'm grateful for them. At least I know that I'm supposed to go that direction. I knew there were openings down in here, but they're much more overgrown than I expected. So I'm gonna have to find some woods to get into. I don't want to pitch a tent on this grass. I'm close. It's not that late. I still have a couple hours, maybe an hour and a half before dark, so I'm gonna be all right. Doubt I'll fish tonight. I'll probably set up camp, make dinner, and just get my campsite set up for the rest of the weekend. I'm gonna definitely stay 2 nights if the fishing's any good tomorrow. I could stay 3 nights if I really get into them. I've got enough food for 3 nights, so we'll see how that goes. But so far, I like what I see. It's just a matter of whether or not I can find fish. Here we go. Yeah, much better. There's another cairn. Horseshoe on it. Must be the trail there. All right, I am stopping here. I am starting to run out of daylight now. I've been looking for a good place to pitch a tent, something with, you know, a canopy and dry ground, maybe a little clear area. I can't find anything that isn't a swamp. So I'll come up the hill just a little bit. There's a little stream that comes into the bigger creek. I come up in here. I mean, you can see it's just fern everywhere, but this is the only spot that's sort of flat and not a swamp. So I've got a pitch here. I'm running out of daylight. I can't go back to any other places I saw. This is it. I've got clean water, which is good. And again, I think I can make something of this, at least enough to get sleep tonight. I can barely see the stream from here. It is so thick in this bottom with fern and just overgrowth. I'm a little skeptical about fishing in the morning, but I'm going to give it a go and see. And if I can get on fish early, then I'll know to stay here. And if not, I may just pick up and head back upstream. It was nicer upstream. I passed a lot of really nice holes of water, and since then I've seen really nothing but just kind of flat and slow water. So I may be packing up in the morning and heading back that direction towards the truck. All right, the tent is set up. That went a lot better and a lot quicker than it did on my last trip. Not sure why. That was pretty quick and pretty easy. I didn't bring my puffy Eddie Bauer blanket, and I may regret that because it is getting cold, really cold. But we'll see. I brought more clothes this trip than last, so that'll help me. I'll just wear those at night. I'm gonna go down here and set up a kitchen. This was a lot more bushwhacking than I'd wanted. I thought it'd be more open in here. Of course, it is, you know, the end of May, so it is going to be, you know, more growth. But it's gonna be interesting fishing tomorrow. It's a great place for a kitchen. I want to set up right here, be able to get my water there. See if I can't make some dinner. I've got tonight I've got fettuccine alfredo with chicken, another Mountain House. Should be good. I don't think I've had this one. Looking forward to it. I'll go ahead and boil up a bunch of water as well, so tomorrow I'm ready. And then get in the tent. All right, let's do this. All right, here's the moment of truth. There we go. All right, if you remember my last video, my sawyer would not flow. I mean, it was like I had to strain my guts out to get any water out. Look at that. Look at that. Almost full within 30 seconds. So what it was, it just needed to be wetted. The internals were so dry. I guess, I don't know. I took it home, I back flushed it. I didn't see anything come out. I had back flushed it when I put it away. And I had read, you know, that if it gets full of contaminants, it'll flow slowly. But I know that can't be it. I used it once. And I back flushed it when I got home, put it away. But they say if it doesn't get properly wetted inside, then it'll act that way as well. And so I think that's what it was. And so before I left today, I back flushed it at home with just hot water. Now look at it. So if you have a Sawyer, my advice is before you leave the house, back flush it and then pack it away. If it's bone dry inside, apparently it just does not want to flow. Oh, that was so much better. All right, I've got my dinner made up, my tea, boiled up a second round of water, filled up my bottle here for tomorrow. Let's see what this fettuccine looks like. Oh, it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I think I see chicken in it too. Yeah, there's some pieces of chicken. I don't know if you can see that or not, but oh yeah, good pieces of chicken. No, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That might be it right there. My favorite one so far. Okay, I'm gonna eat this and get in the tent because it is getting cold. I mean, really cold. I can't believe this is Memorial Day weekend and this is what it's like up here, but can't complain either because I'd rather do this than sweat. All right, dinner time. Right after dark, it started to rain. Doesn't sound like it's too bad, but I guess I'll get to see how this tent holds up. It rained for, I don't know, a couple hours there right after dark. And now everything inside the tent is nice and dry. In fact, the sleeping bag, the foot section, has got as much moisture on it as it would typically due to condensation. So the tent did really well. Actually pretty impressed considering how hard it was raining a couple times. But you know, the vestibule's not all that large, doesn't go to the ground, at least not, well, on this side it kind of does, not this side. So backpack got a little wet, but I left my kitchen stuff out last night thinking that it would be dry. That's not a big deal, it'll dry out, but I did, my towel got pretty wet, so I'll lose that today. I doubt it will dry out. I'm gonna make up some coffee here with my AeroPress. Yeah, but look at this. I'm really excited about that. I haven't had this one. It's a breakfast skillet. It is Mountain House. They're doing this kind of classic retro look. This is original recipe. I don't know what all that means, but anyway, looks good. Looking forward to it. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm going to make up a few rounds of coffee. It is pretty cold, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit it right away. I need to see if I can't locate some fish. 'Cause like I said, if I don't catch any down here, I'm gonna pack it up and move upstream. All right, let's get some food and coffee in us. All right, moment of truth. Original recipe. Does that mean the original recipe for Mountain House breakfast skillet, or this is how breakfast skillets were made originally? I don't know. Ooh. Sounds like a paste. That's good. That is good. Oh yeah. You can taste the peppers and onions. Pretty good. It's 2.5 servings. A lot of food. But hopefully I need it today. Quick update on the breakfast skillet. It wasn't that great. After a while, it started tasting like starchy paste. Texture was pretty bad. I think I'll pass on that one. I think biscuits and gravy and that fruit granola thing that I ate on my last video, which I'll link in the description, is my favorite breakfast. I think I'll pass on the breakfast skillet. One thing, someone in the comments, and I can't remember his name, I'll try to put it somewhere here or here, told me to use 2 filters instead of 1 on my AeroPress. Made a big difference, so I appreciate that. I did grind the coffee to finer grind this trip, and my last cup was incredible. So I'm hoping this cup is as good as that, but that's the trick. Finer grind and the 2 filter trick worked, so appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna suit up and hit the river. So today I'm gonna be wearing my Backcountry Skins neoprene socks. The stream looks like it's small enough. I should be able to stay below the sock level and stay dry. I've packed in my Corker Stealth boots as well. Great boots, love these. I'm trying something new today. I've got a pair of Backcountry Skins neoprene pants on. Now these are not meant to be waterproof. They're for wet wading mostly, but you pair them with these socks and I should be able to fish a stream like this and stay relatively dry. Now the reason I'm putting these on instead of my typical pants is I expect to be wading through knee-high, waist-high grass and ferns, and since it rained last night, it's going to be wet, and I would rather not get my only pair of pants soaking wet, so I'm going to give these a try. They are incredibly warm, which is the reason I packed them in this trip. I'm hoping that these will be my solution for when I'm wading, you know, even up to my knees and thighs. I'm hoping they'll keep me warm enough, even during the shoulder seasons, that I don't have to carry waders in. I carried waders in my last video. They're heavy, they were bulky, and I sweated them the entire time. And so I'd get in the tent at night just soaking wet. So anyway, we'll give them a try. Again, I love the socks, so I expect the pants to be awesome as well. I've got my rod set up. I'm going to be using Frank. For those who haven't seen my past videos, Frank is a Scott G Series 7-foot 7-inch 3-weight. I love the GS series rods. It'll be perfect for a stream like this, fishing for natives and maybe small or browns or small rainbows or whatever stalkers may have held over. All right, I bushwhacked down here to the stream and it is gorgeous. I couldn't see this last night coming in. I knew the stream was over here, but I didn't know what it would look like. Oh, that's beautiful. It is so much larger than it looked like in what pictures I could find and on satellite imagery. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at this. I mean beautiful. And I haven't seen any sign of people in here. I haven't seen a single boot print. Beautiful. This is a deep hole. Wow. Surprisingly deep. I wouldn't think a stream this size could produce a hole this deep. I have switched to a heavy stonefly nymph. I got rid of the dry dropper. I'm gonna try to go deep here. Man, I have seen too many good looking holes with no fish in them. Very concerning. It's okay, still early. That's how it is sometimes. All right, I'm turning around. This, I've very surprising based on the size of this stream. I would have thought for sure it would have been trout in here. See if I can get this thing to get up there a little farther into the hole. There we go. Perfect. Man, it's hard to beat a dry dropper. That right there is a perfect cast. Right through the pocket. I mean, come on. I mean, I can't believe that didn't catch a trout. Or anything. I mean, a big creek chub would like to have that, I would think. All right, I'm going to call it right there. The stream is beautiful, but I didn't really see any aquatic life. I didn't see any fish. I saw maybe 1 or 2 minnows. No crawdads. Just seemed like it was dead. I don't know if the drought last year hit it hard or it's got a lot of silt in it. I don't know if that's the issue, but I didn't catch a single fish. I didn't see any fish. So I'm not going to stay another night on a dead stream. I'm going to call it and head back to the truck. And I've got a couple bear dogs that have partnered up with me, and I can't get them to run off, so I think they're lost. I'm going to go ahead and walk them out to a road. But if you're into hiking and camping, and you stayed this long in the video, I'll tell you where I am. This is the Laurel Fork North Wilderness. Beautiful. The trail isn't maintained, it isn't marked, although someone has come through with maybe an axe and it looks like a chainsaw at one point and cleared most of it. So it's not a bad walk. The trail comes and goes, but where it's hard to find, people have marked it with cairns. I'm about 3 miles in. I'll put it right here. And it's beautiful, beautiful. Not a bad walk at all. But if you're into fishing, I think I'd give it a pass. We'll see you next time.